How's it going, guys? Gaming Goddess here with a review on Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Remastered Edition. A Japanese role-playing game that brings a sense of nostalgia to many fans of the Final Fantasy series. Originally released on the GameCube, this version of the game is available on Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, iOS, and Android devices. The Remastered Edition offers online multiplayer and cross-play compatibility. As many already know, to have a complete party of 4, you had to connect a Game Boy Advance to your GameCube. I never had this luxury of experiencing the game with my siblings back in the day, but the remastered version makes it easier to party up with friends and family. So with that being said, let's get into the review. A deadly miasma blankets the world of our heroes. It is the player's job to set out with the caravan to collect myrrh to bring back to your character's home village. Encountering interesting groups of NPCs facing the fiercest of enemies, these are the chronicles of the brave adventurers. Selecting one of the 4 races, we have the Calvets, the Liddies, the Yukis, and the Selkies. Each one has their own advantages as well as disadvantages. For example, Liddies lack the magical proficiency, making it harder to cast certain types of spells, while Selkies on the other hand have a lower defense, but they have a high focus time. Some will argue that the Calvets is the best option due to their high defense and strong stats in general, but it really just depends on your playstyle. Regardless, you can have a total of 8 characters, so why not try them all? When creating your character, there are 5 different styles to choose from for both the male and female characters, as well as 4 different voice types. Lastly, there are 8 different home jobs, basically 1 job per character. It's actually pretty helpful to have all 8 characters because it makes it easier to buy, sell, and create armor when you're in your home village. So now that we have our character, let's jump into some real action. As the player travels across the map, there are lots of areas to explore. All maps are pretty linear, with 1 entrance and 1 exit leading to a final boss at the end. When entering one of the many dungeon areas, you will have to fight your way through while collecting a variety of useful items, artifacts, and magic spells. After completing a dungeon, you will be able to select one of the items collected. These items include the stat bonus artifacts, extra heart point, extra command slot, or a ring that allows you to use a spell permanently. Also, while exploring the dungeon type areas, you will also come across crafting materials as well as a variety of scrolls that can be turned into weapons, armors, and accessories. As long as you have the materials, a blacksmith, and the character that can wear them, you're good to go. After defeating the boss of a particular map, the male Moogle will appear with a letter that you can choose to respond to. If you do respond, you can also send gifts. Sending letters back will increase your relationship with your family members. That pretty much covers the gameplay portion of this review. This game offers new HD graphics as well as an updated soundtrack, improvements to the UI, English voiceovers, and post-games dungeons to explore. The game also features a light version. This is a trial version of the game that allows the players to play through the first 3 dungeons on their own. The light version also allows you to play through 13 of the game's dungeons as long as you party up with someone who has the full version of the game. To be able to take part in the final area as well as any post-game dungeons, it is definitely worth getting the full game. Now, I know I'm all for voice acting when it comes to video games, but honestly this game didn't really need the added voiceovers. I will say it's definitely a nice addition since it's a remaster of the original. These types of upgrades help with someone who maybe hasn't had the opportunity to experience the original game. Though I don't find the voice acting to be all that necessary. Overall, I still enjoy Crystal Chronicles as much as I did back in my GameCube days. I could honestly play this game all day if I really wanted to, and on the bright side, it doesn't take very long to get through the main story. It's pretty easy to add people to your friends list, and it's just as easy to set up an adventure with your friends or join in a game that's already in progress. Taking on adventures with your friends is always better than going in solo, and thankfully I was able to get through the majority of this game on stream with the viewers. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles gets an overall rating of 8.5 out of 10. If you like this video, feel free to leave a like. Also leave me some comments on games you'd like to see me play on stream or just games you'd like to see me review in general. All of my links will be in the description below. This has been a Gaming Goddess review, and remember to keep on gaming.